The CPS informed us that my spineless husband has an affair child that we have to take in because her mother died. Now, I am transferring custody of the child to me and filed for divorce. My life is falling apart and it's all thanks to my husband. We had a perfect life, both of us worked in the jobs we loved, and we have a beautiful daughter and a healthy son. When I was pregnant with our son, we both almost died due to complications. So before the birth and even afterward, I didn't want to have intimacy. Why would I? I almost died and my body was in pain for months afterwards, even with strong medication. I thought my husband understood because he never pushed me for intimacy or even asked. I thought it was because he understood my pain, but apparently, he was just getting it from somewhere else. A few months ago, we were visited by Child Protective Services. I was terrified at first, frantically thinking of what we did wrong with our children to cause a visit. But no. As it turns out, some woman I've never met before died in a car accident leaving behind a daughter, and my husband's name was on the girl's birth certificate and he was named in the woman's will as the father. I thought it was a mistake at first until my husband told me the truth. As it turns out, while I was suffering my pregnancy and the after effects of almost dying, my husband would go to a woman he knew at work and get it off with her. He said this as if he did me a favor. Well, as the CPS worker explained to us, my husband is her closest living relative who can care for her. The woman's family wanted nothing to do with the poor little girl. When she asked us if we wanted to take her, and I said yes. Yes, I know this might be the true cause of all my issues, but my husband pawned that poor girl off to live with her single mother for 5 years. He doesn't get to pawn her away when she needs help. She's his responsibility and now is ours. I told him I'd help take care of the necessary visits for wellness checks and help with whatever CPS wanted us to do. All he had to do was explain everything to our children. The fact I'm saying this tells you what he did. Yes, nothing. We had to clean out a room, buy new furniture and even look for some toys. Our children go to a private school, so I picked up some more work hours to be able to afford her tuition. I was the one who had to tell our extended families the big change because he didn't want to do so. I did almost all the heavy lifting. So color me shocked when his daughter finally joined our family 2 weeks ago and the first words out of our children's mouths were, "Who's that?" Yes, I was the one who had to tell our children's school, extended families, family doctors, and my workplace about my husband's affair and subsequent addition to our family. But he couldn't tell our children, being he was too ashamed to face them. And shocker, our children didn't take the news well as it was happening right in front of them. My daughter was screaming while crying, causing my son and the little girl to cry. A situation that could have been avoided if my husband had just done the one thing I asked of him and explained everything to them much sooner. It's been 2 weeks of her living with us and the situation hasn't improved. My husband has not picked up the slack that comes with having a new addition to the family, so we're struggling right now to make ends meet.